Hi Libra, thank you for joining me. I hope you guys are well. I have a reading for you for the period of the 18th of August all the way through to the 25th. An interesting week we've got ahead of us. On the 19th, Mercury goes into Leo. So be mindful of conversation. Things can get a little bit heated really quickly, but the other side of that coin is that there will be a certain grace and charm and finesse to your conversation. What else do we have? We also have Jupiter and Scorpio sextile Neptune in Pisces on that day. So watch out for like emotional charges, emotional triggers. Just be mindful. And then on the 23rd of August, we have the Sun going into Virgo. Virgo is a sign before yours, so I think you'll find that you'll be quite comfortable in this time. It will be the prelude to your birthday, so don't be surprised if, certain things come up that need your attention right away. And I have all of your cards that have come up. Before we get into the cards, we have the Pisces full moon on the 26th of this month. So very intuitive. Again, quite an emotional time. Like, you're really going to be able to find solutions to certain heartfelt problems. And really get a chance to like connect with yourself emotionally and just see where you're at to the before saying goodbye to the summer and getting into that time where the days now start getting darker quicker and summer's officially over. I think September is going to be a very good month for you, especially when matters of the home are concerned. So yeah, let's get into the cards. Goozy. Okay, so what do I have for you guys? I have the 8 of Wands. I have the Ace of Swords in reverse. I have the Emperor. I have the 6 of Cups in reverse. I have the King of Wands in reverse, and I have the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, Libra, what do I have for you guys? So Libra, I think this is in regards to what is going to be happening with the planets this week in particular. Leo goes into Mercury, and I think this is going to be a bit of a trigger where communications are involved. I think you'll see that there will be things coming in from all directions. There will be a lot of communication, verbal, telephone, mobile, texting, emailing, social media, internet-related stuff. It's really coming in. And I don't want you to get overwhelmed. I do, however, need you to remain quite mindful of your thoughts and the things that you are saying. Ace of Swords, it seems as if you might need to take a little bit of time out and perhaps use the Pisces full moon to perhaps formulate what it is that you really want to say. I would perhaps not jump in with an aggressive stance. Remain as composed as you possibly can. Remain dignified and remain I want to say above board with your communications. Remain fair and remain diligent. There will be a lot of communications coming in from all different directions. You really need to use this time to perhaps formulate what it is that you wish to say. I think if this is an Aries in your life, you might find that it is becoming a little bit overbearing, perhaps. If this is not an Aries and if this is another authoritarian in your life, I think you will find that they have your back. If this is you, make sure that you are doing everything above board with due diligence, with all the fairness and the valor that an emperor would. I would say remain very dignified this week. Where is it in your life that you are feeling as if you are not achieving that perfect standing within groups, friendships, communities? Where is it that things are just not making the mark? I think you've got to be quite careful this week not to upset the sort of already established. Be quite mindful with, especially with Mercury going into Leo, that you're not saying the wrong thing, or you're not, doing anything that will upset the peace. This is obviously a card of community, hopes, wishes, dreams, aspire, what you aspire to, and any like things that you attain to. I will say be careful, be quite mindful that you are not deliberately sabotaging anything that is quite home related to you. You've got to remain diligent, that, a happy home, happy community, happy group work, all of this kind of stuff is where you're headed. Libra, maybe instead of charging forward with communication, maybe take a step back and look over what you have at the moment and maybe really try and appreciate what you've got going on. I've got the King of Wands in reverse. This is either a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries in reverse with you. I'm tempted to say it's an Aries. Now, they've come upright as the Emperor. However, they have come in reverse as the King of Wands, Libra. There are fiery energies around you, and I think right now you've got to be quite mindful. Mercury has gone into into Leo. Venus is in your sign. Okay, so this is very much home, feelings of love, nurturing, caring, like all of that yummy stuff. When you've got tricky energies at play, especially when it comes to something so precious as home, you've really got to make sure that you don't fan the fire and the whole thing turns into carnage. Remain quite composed. And I mean, this card speaks for itself. It's someone who's quite generous. He's quite giving, generous of spirit, of himself, of his time, of his money, like really happy to work with people, balance situations out. It speaks for itself, I think, really, Libra. You've got to give yourself a bit of a break as well. I think don't overstep the mark with yourself. Make sure you are really resting so that you are composed. I wouldn't let, communications coming in from all directions throw you off right now. Visions and hopes and dreams of a happy home, happy community, they can be there, but you've got to be mindful that whatever is going on right now is just a passing phase. Okay? Remain your beautiful, balanced self, Libra. Very giving of love and your spirit and money, whatever it is. And don't give up hopes of a happy home based on this week. I don't think it's going to be a particularly difficult week if you are prepped that, communications will perhaps be coming in from all directions. And the key to surviving the week is to just be as dignified as possible and remain in a giving sort of mind frame. Libra, have a beautiful week. Thank you for joining me, and I will catch you again next week.